Hello and welcome to part 2 of the GBV lessons, but before we get to that, let us get to why we feel this is important to us as Boda Boda riders in Kenya and why we must do something about this menace. Do you guys remember that incident where a lady driver was attacked by Boda Boda riders along Forest Road about 2 years ago? That video went viral to the point where the government issues a nationwide crackdown on all Boda Boda riders. This crackdown included a mandate for all Boda Boda riders to join a SACCO of their choice, be registered, hold valid driver license, have at least third-party PSV insurance, have 2 helmets and 2 reflector jackets. Now imagine what was going through the mind of that young lady? How scared she must have been. Imagine the psychological trauma and how it will affect her for the rest of her life. She may never feel safe around men ever again. What those guys did was wrong, and we as men can't stand for such behavior. No one has the right to violate any another person's human rights. But why is it that when anything bad happens in Kenya, Boda Boda riders are blamed? The truth is, gender-based violence is not a Boda issue, it is a national issue that needs to be addressed urgently. Let me ask, how many teachers have been accused of sexual misconduct against students? Did the government issue a crackdown and close the schools? How many church leaders have been accused of sexual misconduct against children? How many churches have been closed down or crackdown issued? Sexual abuse and other forms of GBV are happening in nearly all professions in Kenya, but government is not cracking on them or shutting them down. Due to this, we as Boda Boda riders in Kenya have decided to acquire knowledge on GBV. We want to be part of the solution and not the problem. We shall no longer be an easy target anymore because we shall have knowledge on GBV and the Kenyan laws around it. We as men, as fathers, brothers, uncles, nephews, cousins, as Boda riders, shall contribute positively towards society and make it a better place. We shall create safe space for children and women in public transport. We shall call out any men who violate the rights of women, girls and children. We shall make sure our riders are well educated on GBV and child abuse. Working with partners, we shall be the first responders to help and assist survivors of GBV and child abuse. We shall report the cases as well as offer free transportation to GVRC for treatment and police station for OB and P3 forms, because this is usually a big challenge whenever someone has been abused in the low-income and rural settlements. We shall also transport the survivors back home or the nearest shelter to keep them safe at no cost to them at all. Yes, it is all free as part of our community social responsibility. Our goal is to make Kenya the safest country for children and women by ensuring all our riders are certified on GBV and child abuse and that they sign the Code of Conduct on working with children and women. A Code of Conduct document explains the rights of women and children and that you are ready to observe these rights at all times at work, in public or at home. By signing, it means you will never violate these rights. And you shall report anyone you see or suspect of abusing women and children. This is our duty as fathers, uncles, brothers, cousins, nephews, relatives and friends of all women and children in Kenya. Once a rider has gone through these lessons and taken the online exam and passed, they will get a digital certificate like this one. It will appear as part of your profile whenever someone requests for a ride. Parents will feel safe ordering from a rider who has this certificate. Women will feel safe ordering from riders with this certificate. Companies will prefer riders who have this certificates as they are well behaved and can be trusted. This means more jobs for all our riders. Customers who flag you down can also scan the barcode sticker on your bike to verify if you are GBV certified. This is why we have developed these simple lessons for all our riders to learn at their own time. We have taken the time to ensure you get all the information needed to become GBV certified as well as be aware of the rights of children and women. Watch out for part 3. This message is brought to you by Kingo, always advocating for the welfare of Boda Boda riders in Kenya as well as the rights of women and children. www.kingoplatform.com